as her own skin. The rest didn't make sense at all. Mesopotamia, Tigris, Euphrates, words out of history. And time travel. Those two words raised the hairs on the back of her neck. Her biome flashed with blood pressure alerts. "It's intriguing," whispered Minh. "Why didn't you send it to me earlier?" Kiki jangled the paperclips. "It's been in your queue for 2 days. I've been bugging your fake about it. You never look at your RFPs before the meeting. None of you do." "Yeah, well, we're busy people," Minh replied absently. When the plague babies had moved to the surface 6 decades earlier, in 2205, they'd been determined to prove humanity could escape the hives and hells and live above ground again in humanity's ancestral habitat. First, they'd erected bare-bones habs high in the mountains, scraping together skeleton funding for proof-of-concept pilot projects. For the first few ecological remediation projects, the plague babies donated their billable hours, hoping to lure investment and spark population growth. It worked. Not quite as quickly as they'd hoped, but over the decades, the habs proved viable. Iceland and Cusco were booming. Calgary wasn't quite as successful, but momentum was building. Then, Tern developed time travel, and every above-ground initiative had stalled. Why would Tern get involved in river remediation now? Hadn't they ruined her life enough already? Minh's biome slid an alert into the middle of her eye, blood pressure wildly fluctuating, as if Minh couldn't tell. She'd been lightheaded ever since opening the RFP package. Her field of vision was narrowing. Her fingers itched to dial a little relief into her biome. But no. Minh had promised her med tech she wouldn't meddle with her hormonal balance, so instead of hitting herself with a jolt of adrenaline, she circled the peach tree's central leader with 2 legs and hung upside down, rough bark against her back, and let the blood cascade to her brain. Back in the meeting, the fakes finished walking through the project progress reports. Nothing was over budget. No problems. The fakes approved them all. "Okay," Kiki told the fakes. "On to new opportunities." "Watch this," she whispered to Minh. "I can turn these fakes into scientists." Kiki fired the time travel RFP onto the table. "The first one is for Minh. River remediation, and it's big. Thousands of billable hours." All round the table, the fakes dropped away as Minh's partners engaged with the text. Kiki grinned at Minh. "See? It's like magic." Mesopotamian Development Bank request for proposal. RFP 2267-16. Past State Assessment of the Mesopotamian Trench. Due March 21st, 2267, at 1400 GMT. The Mesopotamian Development Bank is embarking on a multi-phase initiative to remediate the Mesopotamian Trench. This project will restore 100,000 square kilometers of habitat, including the natural channels of the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, their tributaries, coastal wetlands, and terrestrial and aquatic species. The restoration project will support a network of arcologies across the habitat. The bank is seeking a multidisciplinary project team to execute a past state assessment supported by the Temporal Economic Research Node, TERN, a division of the Centers for Excellence in Economic Research and Development, CEARD. The successful proponent team will assess and quantify the environmental state of Mesopotamia in 2024 BCE. The project will include complete geomorphological and ecological baselines, responses to stressors, and processes of change and adaptation. The data gathered will guide and inform future restoration projects in an effort to impose a regular climatic regime across the Mesopotamian drainage basin. "This project is too good to pass up," said